getting ready to get started here. Field is doubling up. A couple of stragglers at the back. But I'm telling you, watch the back of the pack tonight. Dustin Higdon, 23. 27, the point leader, C.J. Creech. Another thing to keep in mind, the Bomber A division does have a 24-second breakout rule. If they turn a lap under 24 seconds, they have to do a pass-through penalty. Well, let's see what's going to happen here. First event of the night is a main event, and we're underway. Keep around that white number 23, Dustin Higdon from the back of the field. Didn't have a good qualifying effort back at the beginning of June. We'll have to work his way through the field, but that's going to be fun for us to watch. He's already up past a couple of cars, and with the lead, it is that red number 14 for Brandon Gaither. Field all packed together here, coming off turn number 4. Gaither will lead lap number 1. Field still bunched together as they turn through 1 and 2. Dustin Higdon slowly slicing his way up, and he's bringing that 27 to C.J. Creech with him. Higdon down on the apron of the racetrack in turn 3. And Brandon Gaither again will lead us to lap 2. C.J. Creech looking to the inside of Dustin Higdon. The cars to watch that always flirt with the breakout rule, that 27, C.J. Creech, the 23, Dustin Higdon, the 14, Brandon Gaither at the front as well. And as they get to racing each other like this, it'll often push those cars over the edge. So far, so good with the breakouts. Everybody's clean. Brandon Gaither still leading. We've had our first breakout. Car number 7, Aaron Foy, third place car, has broken out. Turned a lap under 24 seconds. He'll have to do a pass-through penalty. So he will come down pit road, and he'll be able to rejoin the race. He'll be hoping for a yellow flag to get caught back up. And you should see still a lot of puddles down on pit road from the rain shower earlier this afternoon. Aaron Foy making his way down the pit road at what must feel like forever. 25 mile an hour is what they're supposed to do. Still up front, it's Brandon Gaither off turn number 4. He leads Eddie Evans and Todd Latour, the former champion. Larry Masters, the silver 88 on the bottom of the racetrack, holding up Brandon Monroe right now. Eddie Evans peeking to the inside. He wants a sniff of the race lead. Six laps complete. The red 14, Brandon Gaither. Two of them. 27, C.J. Creech. X of Courtney Breeden have broken out. They will have to pass through. 27 of C.J. Creech going to woe his Ford down. Come take a splash and go, literally down pit road. There you go, car wash. So Courtney Breeden will have a couple of laps to make her way down pit road before they stop scoring her. So right now it is Brandon Gaither, Eddie Evans, Todd Latour, and Dustin Higdon from the back of the field. And here comes Courtney Breeden to serve her stop and go, or her pass through, I'm sorry. So they try to bob and weave through the water. So a 4-car breakaway now at the front. Back to the 72 of Charles Friddle. Bad Luck Chuck running in 5th right now ahead of Larry Masters and Brandon Monroe. But here comes Dustin Higdon for 3rd. A white number 23 machine moving up. Brandon Gaither looking for his 3rd consecutive feature win. It'll be his 2nd Bomber A win in a row if he can hold off Eddie Evans and the rest of the charging field. As the field has kind of split up a little bit here. And they got C.J. Creech once again. C.J. Creech has broken out for the 2nd time tonight. He'll have to make another pass through. And you can break out up to 3 times. After the 3rd time, 3 strikes, you're out. C.J. Creech back down the pit road. A bad race for the point leader. CJ is going to have to be careful halfway through this race. If he breaks out again, he's done. Eddie Evans, bottom of the racetrack. He wants the lead in turn 1. Brandon Gaither, though, hooks the top sign momentum and holds the top spot. And here comes the white 23, kind of looking like a great white shark from the back of the field. Working his way alongside Eddie Evans. Dustin Higdon methodically working his way up through the field. Higdon to the outside of Evans for that second spot. He flirts with the wall off turn number 2. 12 laps up on the scoreboard, 8 laps to go. It'll be 7 this time. Brandon Gaither leads, but here comes that 23 of Higdon. 23 on the doors. Oh, he just broke out. Higdon is broken out. Dustin Higdon too fast that time by. Man, oh man. And Dustin Higdon breaks out. And he'll drop from the second spot. That gives some cushion now to Brandon Gaither's number 14. Gaither's been a victim of the breakout rule a couple of times this year. Actually thought he had his first win, but he broke out on the last lap. Win was taken away. Eddie Evans trying to put the pressure on. He's trying to make that 14 step over the line. Laps winding down. Will be 5 laps to go. 5 laps to go for Gaither in the 14.
3.
Oh, Eddie Evans just broke out. Second place car broke out. They got another one. A breakout police handing out some tickets tonight. Eddie Evans has broken out. That's going to get a big lead now for the 14 of Brandon Gaither. Black flag is out for the 3 of Eddie Evans, who's broken out. A topsy-turvy race for sure, but a big lead now for the 14 of Brandon Gaither. Todd Latour, the 21, is now in second. Third is Charles Friddle in the 72. Dustin Higdon once again is broken out. My heart. So that's 2 now for the 23 as he brings it to pit road. This time by for Brandon Gaither, red 14 on the back straightaway. It'll be 2 to go. I think the 88 of Larry Masters has lost his cylinder or something. He's off the pace. Battle for third. Brandon Monroe to the outside of Charles Friddle. 2 laps to go for Brandon Gaither. And Brandon Gaither has it figured out. Dustin Higdon said, to heck with it, I'm done. He's parked the 23. Side by side for the third position between Brandon Monroe and the 72 of Charles Friddle in turn 3. Leader off turn 4, looking for the white flag. 1 to go. Brandon Gaither looking for his third feature win in a row. Second in a Bomberay if he can hold on for one more lap. Really, as long as he doesn't beat himself, he'll be all right. Leader down the back straightaway and into turn 3 for the final time. And out of turn number 4, the checkers will fly for the red number 14. Brandon Gaither is going to pick up the win. If he doesn't break out, he's not going to break out because he woed way up at the line for third. Brandon Monroe holds off Charles Friddle. Todd Latour was second. Fifth, I believe, going to go to the 3 of Eddie Evans. So a lot of these cars towards the back of the field broke out throughout the race and kind of made for a topsy-turvy finishing order there. CJ Creech, the point leader, finishing up his race. Ladies and gentlemen, he's climbing out of the car. Brandon Gaither, your race winner in the makeup feature for the Bomberays.
Go to patreon.com/Speedway video now.
Casey Hawthorne, the man who wins just about every time out, is broken down and probably not going to make it tonight. So the field is wide open, Spectator Racers, if you heard that. Casey Hawthorne broke down. He just sent me a text on his way here. Tough break for Casey. Guess that's what you call breaking in practice for the Spectator Races. We're ready to go. Heat number 1 for the Ashley Holmes Jacks trucks. 8 laps to distance. Green flag is out. Outside lane gets the jump. Already a wrinkled right front fender on the 00 of Jack Hall. In the outside groove, getting wound up. Here comes Dylan LeBeau in the 16. LeBeau, the EMOD point leader. Made his sportsman debut a couple weeks ago. He just likes to race, and he's up to second. A couple trucks to watch. That blue 59 for former champion Beck Monopoly. And the 25 of Cody McDuffie. Again, Cody not with us every week, but when he's here, he is a threat. Good lead right now for the 21 of Chuck Ayers. You don't want to look in his rear view mirror because that 59 blue truck working the bottom of Dylan LeBeau for second now. 2 complete. Chuck Ayers made the trip to Citrus County a couple of weeks ago. He's been traveling a little bit this year. And he's out to a big lead. He has found something the last few weeks with that white 21. Becca Monopoly driving the former Jimmy Frazier number 6 machine. New colors for Becca. She's up to second, has a feature win this year. Closing the gap is that 59 of Monopoly. Becca Monopoly trying to close in for the race lead, really charging the corners as they'll come to the crossed flags halfway home in heat number 1 for the trucks. Jack Hall hanging on to the 5th spot. It's got a mirror full of Cody Kaufman, number 22. I swear there's a 22 on that thing somewhere. And he's looking to the inside of the double O. Cody Kaufman up to 5th. Jack Hall from the pole back to 6th. Field single file for the most part with 2.5 laps to go. Becca Monopoly closing the gap now on that 59. Blue truck charging forward. 2 laps to go for Chuck Ayers. Oh, Chuck getting loose. He can feel the pressure. A lap and a half to go, and Becca Monopoly is there, lighting up the back tailgate of the 21. Chuck getting loose. Becca going to use the apron to help it turn off the corner. 1 lap to go. The battle is on for the heat race victory. Ayers 21, Monopoly 59. Can Becca get a run? Can she do anything with Chuck now down the back straightaway? Final time down the straightaway. Monopoly now looking to the outside. Here comes McDuffie. Too little too late, I believe, for Cody. But coming to the line, it'll be a drag race, and the 21 truck of Chuck Ayers will win it. Look at this battle further back. Whoa, man, dead even at the line for 4th. Chuck Ayers able to hang on and win. All right, the lights are down. Field getting ready for green. Field is set. Looking for green. 8 laps of distance here. Richard Levance and Richard Griffiths on the pole. And green is out, and Richard Levance is setting sail. Like the great American flag waving in the breeze. Car number 99, Richard Levance pulling away the lead down the back straightaway. Couple of trucks loose off 285 and 24 wagging the tail. Everybody gathers it up, continues on. Taylor Watson back in 6th. Getting a little bit shuffled back on the start. 3-car gaggle as they go into 1 towards the back of the field, too, as they argue to not be last. 99 to Richard Levance ahead of the pack. Richard Griffiths back in 2nd. Palmer Hag working his way up in the 55. Palmer's had a couple of good runs out here the last few weeks as well. Richard Levance in the 99 still showing the way just like that. 3 laps complete. Taylor Watson having trouble getting by the stickman now. Bumper tag in turns 1 and 2 between the 55 of Palmer Hag and the 5 of Richard Griffiths. Dalton Smith having a good run early on the blue number 24. Dalton, a competitor in the Pro Late Model division as well. Trying to work his way into this fight. Richard Levance, though, away with a commanding lead right now. Taylor Watson looking at the inside of Agmt now in turn number 3. Ooh, a little bit of bumper tag going into the corner. Oh, Watson into the back quarter panel. The 85 is going to hang on to it. Oh, gets down on the grass, breaks the momentum. Watson gets by. Big save there for the 85. Now the battle for second. Palmer hanging the 55, having a good run. 55 truck up on the outside. Triple fives in turn 3. Dalton Smith catches him. Back end breaks loose, but he hangs onto it. Great racing behind the leader, Richard Levance. Laps winding down in this second heat race for the Pro Trucks. White flag is waving, as a matter of fact, this time by for Richard Levance. And coming off of turn number 4, the second heat of the night, will go to the 99 for Richard Levance. Palmer Hag will finish second, third for Griffiths, and it's Dalton Smith and Taylor Watts in the top 5. Noah Blake, Mike Gamache, Bruce Gayton, and Randy Kuhn going to round out your field. That's a mod mini that he's trying to get squared away, and I don't know if this was worth his trouble now. And you see Tyler's out of his car, giving the 93 the business down there. I believe he was going to come get some laps here with the ground pounders. As again, trying to get that car dialed in, as everybody in the Mod Mini class is chasing that 112 car. Normally they've got at least double this, and it is what it is. Who knows? Could see some surprises tonight. So in 8 laps, a little dash race here for the ground pounders as the American Auto Daytona Dodge pace car going to pull off the speedway. And the ground pounders are under green. But remember, they will really start going off turn number 2. And they do this to try to not pile into turn number 1 and wad up a bunch of these vintage racers. But once they get up to speed, they go for it. Well, 2 of them did anyway. Scott Cutter away with the lead. Scott Phobes, a little shy on the throttle there. Picking up speed, though. Scott Cutter the lead. Toby Smith the second. Tough break for Art Koonsman. He made it to the pit road. And the 61, Ed Freeman, made it on track and pulled pit side. Now here comes Art. Art says, you know what, I'm going to give these guys a head start. Watch this. Watch this number 9. I swear, if he wins this thing, it could happen, folks. He's that fast. He's a lap down, but wilder things have happened. Scott Cutter's still showing the way. Scott's way low on the racetrack, though. He's running the cheater line down there. He says, you know what, Toby, you go right ahead, sir. I'm going to learn from you. Toby Smith to the lead. Art Koonsman's got the 9 to full song. He just wanted to make sure these guys felt like they had a chance tonight, I think. Scott Cutter back for the lead. Look, folks, they're making a race out of this thing for you. They appreciate you being here. Ground Pounder's always here to put on the show. It's a Sunday for you. They're giving you both right now. Toby Smith hangs on to the lead. Car number 9, Art Koonsman. Telling you, fastest car on the track by a mile and a half. Let's see what he can do. Already halfway home. Whoa, Toby Smith up high. He's the lead. Art Koonsman just flying down these straightaways here. He might catch the leaders to unlap himself. That's as far as so far. Coming to 2 to go. Bomber B's, you guys should be in staging now. Laps winding down. We're still side by side for the top spot. Toby Smith, the leader. And then the 0, Scott Cutter, running in second. And here comes Art Koonsman. Here comes the 9. I told you guys that thing's bad fast, and he's caught the leaders. White flag is out. Now, Art's being careful. He could probably go to the third lane and fly right around both of them, but Art knows this is the heat. Oh, he might do it on the back straight. He might go through the grass. I think he found some water down there. My heart. Now Checker's ready to fly for Toby Smith in the 44. Art Koonsman, though, did unlap himself. Wow. I'm telling you, let's start the 9 a lap down for the feature. Make it fun. What do you guys think? Toby Smith gets the win. Scott Cutter second, Scott Phobes third, and if Art Koonsman's car just would have made it off the line, been a different story, but he'll look to win another feature event later on the night in that bomber division. Ben Say in the White Pony, the Mustang, got his first career win earlier this year. Unfortunately, had mechanical issues before the feature event last week, did not get to start. He's back looking for a better showing tonight. Lucas Johnson, the 26, his last race before he heads to boot camp. The 5-0 Chuck Brewer, he's just looking to give people speeding tickets today. That would have been good in the Bomber A race earlier today. Here we go, Bomber B, 8-lap heat race, looking for green. They've got it, and we're underway. Well, I'm telling you, the 15 with Dustin Higdon behind the wheel, he doesn't have to worry about the breakout rule in this class. He's going to be on a mission tonight, I believe. But on a mission is that 66 of Chase Simons as he has the lead. And look at Frank the Tank in the 23. Frank going to take his 4 down to the bottom groove up past a couple of cars here. Button in the 23. Still looking to get that first career victory on the racetrack. Got a win back in February via the Tech Shed. Wants to win one straight up, and he's in third is Lucas Johnson. Boy, pushed up towards the wall, had to turn it off turn 2. Dustin Higdon starting to let the tail slide out in the 15 as he's accustomed to doing. Whoa, Ben Say the pony wagging the tail off the corner. Chase Simons, 66, is the leader. Dustin Higdon in the second spot. Whoa, Lucas Johnson, I think he got the wall that time. Kenny Roth, he backed off a little bit. He didn't want any piece of that 26 coming down the track. Simon still leads. Let's take a look at the 26. Oh, man, if he didn't touch the wall, he couldn't have fit a piece of paper between himself and the fence. Smoke now to the William Hyman, 69. That's not nice. Eric Kodwitz in the 22 has had nowhere to go. Got here late, didn't get to drive to start at the back of the field. And he's boxed in behind Mike Dahm and the Joe Warren machine. Boy, Simons with a big lead. Higdon falling backwards in the 15. Kodwitz thinking 3 wide as he's sick of being boxed in. That's a fast Crown Vic with nowhere to go. Frank Button up alongside Dustin Higdon for second. And here comes the White Pony, Ben saying that little Mustang. That car doesn't have the horsepower down the straightaways, but it's hot to trot in the corners. Eric Kodwitz finally making up some ground, but the lap's winding down. Our scoreboard, unfortunately, folks, the timing and scoring has locked up the communications to the scoreboard, so I apologize there. But 2 laps to go. 2 to go for the Mallet, Chase Simons. Aaron Foy in the little number 7 Pontiac G6 starting to struggle now. A wisp of smoke. He's had power steering issues with that car, and it might be happening again late in this heat. White flag set to fly for the Mallet, Chase Simons ahead of Frank the Tank and then Dustin Higdon, the Hedgehog. Ben saying the White Pony riding in 4th, and then it's the big old Monty, old William Hyman, William Huggy Bear Hyman. And Checkers ready to fly this time for the 66 of Chase Simons. The Mallet gonna hit the nail on the head and win the heat race ahead of Frank the Tank, Dustin Higdon in the 15, Ben Say 58, and William Hyman, Lucas Johnson, Aaron Foy, Kenny Roth, Chuck Brewer. And look at this scrappy battle that couldn't get away from one another. Mike Dahm. Bobby Hawley in the 56. That car's been getting faster and faster. He's been knocking on the door here as of late. Justin Spears trying to get the hang of his new car. with the Dodge body on it. Hasn't been the season he's been looking for. Tyler Prenesti looking to break through with a good run tonight as well. Let's see what's going to happen here for the Super Stocks. We have 25% more of them than we did a week ago. Green flag is in the air. Back underway. George Spears in that bright orange, 23 on the bottom. Trying to run away and hide from the rest of this hungry pack as he races side by side with Tyler Prenesti in the Camaro. Point leader Blake Clouser sitting back there. Steven Metz with a head of steam going into 3. Going to go way up into the upper groove. A little bit of tag going into turn number 1. They sorted out. Justin Spears in the 48. I'm telling you, if he can sniff the lead tonight. Oh, look out. Trouble. Brandon Johnson going for a spin and a shower on the back straightaway. He got up out of the groove in turn number 2, came down the racetrack, and Steven Metz gave him a nice boop there and sent him around. You can see the damage here on the front end of the 37. Couple of laps here to see if Steven Metz is able to get it back in. Now they're probably thinking duct tape would have been a better idea. But nonetheless, trying to get Steven Metz back out there. As you see Brandon Johnson able to continue. And I'm telling you, when that first broke out on the back straightaway, I didn't think we'd see the 26 car the rest of the night. He's going to need some more biscuits from Texas Roadhouse after that. Now the hood is off the 37. Turn it into a modified and send him. So now you got to worry because he center punched the back end of the 26. You got to wonder if maybe he got the radiator or something. It's been a tough couple of weeks for Steven Metz. Well, you know what? We're just going to take the hood back to the pits. In the 23, set to lead us back to green. Scoreboard shows 1 lap complete. We were able to get it refreshed in between races. Good work there by the crew. Green flag back out. Spears, the leader, gets the jump on Tyler Prenesti, but here comes that 5 of Blake Clouser. Spears into clean air away with the lead. Clouser now going to drive up alongside the 15 of Tyler Prenesti. Oh, the 48 gets sideways. Got a piece of Bobby Holly perhaps coming through the corner. Now he gives the bumper to Bobby Holly. Whoa, Justin Spears pushing Bobby into turn 1. Bobby, he likes to dirt track, so whoa, the 48 of Justin Spears is hot all over the back bumper of Bobby Holly. Out front, though, it is George Spears away with the lead. Things calming down for now. Brandon Johnson now sticks the nose inside of Spears. Spears cooling down. Bobby Holly heating up, trying to go to the outside side of Prenesti for 3rd. 23.556. That's been the 3 fastest cars in this class the last couple of weeks. And Justin Spears, whoa, he's got big damage to the right front. And I bet he got it from pushing the 56. Up front, 2-car breakaway now. Prenesti off the pace in the 15. Blake Clouser heating up the back bumper of George Spears. George, the veteran, has gotten the best of the rookie the last couple of weeks and has gotten into the head of Blake Clouser the last few weeks. Blake wondering if he's got the talent to do this, and I think it's clear he does because he's putting the pressure on car number 23 of George Spears. George Spears the leader, but here comes Clouser digging on the bottom of the racetrack. 6 laps complete, 2 to go. Spears running up a groove. Clouser with a run on the bottom of the racetrack. Clouser and Spears could be neck and neck here through 3 and 4. Clouser sending it in on the bottom of the racetrack, driving the wheels off, coming to the white flag, dead even at the line. Spears by a hood that time as they came across. Clouser, the rookie, would like max points here in the heat, 25 of them if he can win it. And he's got a shot at it. Leader side by side into 3. Who's it going to be? Blake Clouser on the inside, Spears on the outside. Here they come to the line. It'll be a photo finish. Give it to George Spears by a bumper cover. Spears wins it. Clouser is 2nd. Bobby Holly back in third. Justin Spears in the 48. And I don't know if this is over, folks. That was a live hit. Oh, okay. Well, he declined dinner, as you can see. Bobby said, I ain't coming to no stinking dinner with you, buddy. And Justin did not like that. So the live in-car audio that we had was, we had to bleep it out. So, well, now even more damage on the 48. And Bobby Holly's probably smiling on the Daytona Dodge American Auto Pace car. Again, we had a lot of cars break out in the heat when it was hot and slick out, or I'm sorry, in the makeup feature, when it was hot and slick. A few more clouds, sun's starting to go down, but still hot out there. Cars to watch for the breakout. 27, the X, perhaps the 14. We know that car's fast. Eddie Evans broke out in the makeup feature, so who knows? Just because they're leading doesn't mean they're safe. Green flag set to fly in heat number 1 for the Bomber Rays. Eddie Evans gets away with the lead. He'll slot into the bottom of the racetrack in turn 1. And then they are all over the place behind car number 3 of Evans. Lindsey Samian about to get split going into turn 3. Charles Friddle with a bold move in the bottom of the racetrack. Samian gives way. Eddie Evans gonna lead it. Everybody clean on lap number 1. Eddie Evans in the 3 leads it, and it's a red 14 for Brandon Gaither, white and orange 14 for Brandon Monroe, third Courtney Breeden. Black and pink X Machine up to 4th, then they are 3 wide for 5th off turn 4. Whoa, Todd Latour is almost the meat in the sandwich. CJ Creech, they got him again. CJ Creech breaks out for the 83rd time tonight. CJ needs to go get him some slower tires, man, I'm telling you. Poor CJ. The point leader, these breakouts are going to cost him. Now, Eddie Evans, that black, pink, and teal machine, is the leader. CJ Creech coming back out. Battle side by side for the 4th position. Charles Friddle in the 72. Bad luck Chuck having a decent day today. Decent luck Chuck tonight. Eddie Evans still leads it. Todd Latour, he's the next man to get a speeding ticket. Todd Latour, the former champion. Been running his Mod Mini most of the season, brought the Bomber back out to play, and he's broken out. He'll now have to make a pass. So heads up on pit road, we do have a car coming down. Evans, the leader. And he's got a big lead, so he loaded up coming to the line. Side by side, a pair of 14s for second behind the leader, Eddie Evans. Side by side behind them, Bad Luck Chuck in the 72, Courtney Breeden in the X. Chuck once more in the 72, but didn't have the entry into the corner, slides up the track. 6 complete for Evans, 2 to go. Charles Friddle getting racy, but almost runs out of racetrack in turn 1. Hook the apron and keeps going. Now they are side by side for 3rd as Brandon Gaither has worked his way back up. Here comes Brandon Monroe, the white car, back to the bottom. White flag is out for Evans. We're 3 wide now for 3rd. Everybody good that time by as Evans has a comfortable lead. He can back it down, coming to the line to be safe, not break out. Again, if you break out on the last lap, go to the back of the field, go to the end of the lead lap. Checkers are out. Eddie Evans will probably back off right about now and win it. Gaither second, then 3 wide across the line, but I think Courtney Breeden got it. And she did, because our scoreboard, well, it can't handle letters, so. Eddie Evans, your race winner in car number 3. Brandon Gaither second, 3rd to Courtney Breeden. Then it's the other 14, Brandon Monroe, Charles Friddle, the top 5.
Tight, get right.
got 99. He went back in George Spear. And William Hyman went back.
Pace car pulling away. The field is creeping down the back straightaway.
Tighten it up, guys. Bumper to bumper.
So we get ready to go back racing.
Bumper to bumper, guys.
Barry Acker in the 83, Aaron Foy in the 7. Green flag set to fly on our final qualifying heat of the night. And how about Dustin Higdon? Whoa, Larry Masters says, I don't care that you just went through the grass. Barry Acker says, I'm done with this. And Dustin Higdon, he's got the lead in turn 1. Wow, what a start that was. Barry Acker says, I don't want any part of this. I'm a rookie. And he's probably the smartest one out there, folks. Dustin Higdon from the back of the field will not lead lap 1. Give that to the 88. See, Dustin's got to be careful. He's so good behind the wheel, and that car is so fast, he's got to be careful not to break out. Now Higdon away with the lead through 1 and 2. 88, Larry Masters second, Bruce Gayton 71. Hated to miss that makeup feature. This car had issues the day of that race that got rained out, wasn't able to make it here. Bruce Gayton, though, could still be in championship contention because CJ Creech has not had a good day. Higdon in the white 23 that used to be the 15, showing the way. Larry Masters putting the pressure on, actually got into the back of him coming off turn number 4. Bruce Gayton in that 71 Cobalt, giving it everything he has. That car was an enduro car out here a few years ago that he turned into a bomber. And he's got it right to the edge of 24 seconds, and he says, I will never get over 24. We're just not fast enough. Halfway this time by, still side by side for the race lead. Boy, Aaron Foy drifted towards the back of the field, now working to the outside of Bruce Gayton, trying to get back in the mix in car number 7. 88 car, Larry Masters way up to the wall, trying to chase down Dustin Higdon. Higdon leads. Aaron Foy up the racetrack and going to do the crossover now on Bruce Gayton with 5 laps complete. Higdon, Masters, Joe Racine up to 3rd, having a good run. Everybody on the edge of that 24-second breakout rule. Everybody pushing it here in the last few laps. 2 to go. So far, so good. Larry Masters starting to lose some ground now off the back straightaway. Joe Racine in the 13 are really making progress here the last couple of weeks. White flag set to fly for Dustin Higdon in the white number 23, but here's Masters to the outside, dead even at the line. 88, Larry Masters with that charge down the front straightaway. He broke out, so he'll drop back. He will finish at last car on the lead lap no matter where he comes across the line. He broke out that last lap, so Higdon with a comfortable lead, but he doesn't know that. So the 88 going to push him here down the front straightaway. Higdon with the win. Second will go to the 13 of Joe Racine. Third to the 71 of Gayton. Give it up for our driver of the week, Lucas Johnson in the Bomber B division. Lucas, come on over here, buddy. Very special week for Lucas. This is apparently going to be his last race before he heads off to boot camp. He's going to be joining the Navy, folks. Give him a round of applause. He's going to be Air Force. Sorry, Air Force. I screwed that up. I'm sorry. But Lucas Johnson, our driver of the week, very special day for you. I know everybody's here to watch your race. Congratulations on winning driver of the week.
Thank you. Appreciate it. I had a lot of people to support me. Thanking my parents. I've always wanted to race here ever since I was a kid. They definitely brought me here and love this track. Been coming here ever since I was 7 and 8 and always loved it here, and finally convinced them to let me buy a race car, and it's been nothing but fun so far.
And you've gotten better and better. Each week we go, you gain a little confidence, gain a little speed, and you're having fun with it, aren't you?
Mm-hmm. And all the people here, they've been helping, especially in my class, they've been helping me a lot, very helpful in the infield, and everyone's been giving me tips and pointers, so it's definitely been helpful to work my way through the pack and be in the mix with everyone.
Well, this racing thing is fun, and it's a great thing to do on the weekends. What made you want to go to boot camp and get into all that?
Because being in the Air Force sounds pretty cool.
It definitely sounds cool, that's for sure.
Yeah, just pretty much if you work hard, you can do whatever you want, and just job security and lots of money and stuff like that.
Go protect and serve, and then who knows, come back out and do some racing with us.
Oh, I'm definitely coming back. I love this racetrack. This doesn't compare to Auburndale or anyone else, any other track. I love this track, so I'll definitely be coming back.
You like to go fast, don't you?
Oh, yeah, I love it. I'll be racing these super stocks hopefully one of these days. So
now you just got to ask Dad to let you drive his, right?
Oh, that's already been arranged. I've already been begging for that. I've been working for it. I've been trying to tell him, it's like, hey, when I get back, let me have the super stock. But he hasn't came around to it yet. I'm working on that.
Well, keep running well with the Bomber Bees, and they'll have no choice. While you're up here, I want to give you an opportunity. Anybody you like to thank, any sponsors, anybody you want to shout out?
My parents, everyone over there, they've been supporting me. Friends of my parents that I've never even met, they've always been supporting me. The fans for showing up here and keeping this track alive, watching us race side by side. It's awesome. Just can't thank my parents enough, and my brother. They've put everything they've had into it and everything.
Well, we really appreciate you guys' support this season. You guys pretty much been here week in and week out to support us and the races here. Folks, let's hear it for Lucas Johnson, our driver of the week, before he heads off to go to boot camp for the Air Force.
Jags.
Shop jags.speedwayvideo.org to support the channel with equipment purchases at no additional cost to you. Get discounts and shipping deals site-wide on what you need today using jags.speedwayvideo.org.
8-truck invert. Richard Levance, the most recent winner in the back. It's going to be fun to watch. Place your bets now. Taylor Watson, a runner-up during the last race, going to start from the front row. Cody Kaufman, first time out since February. Dalton Smith in the 24, looking strong tonight. Cody McDuffie in the 25, always tough to beat. Richard Griffiths back in Monopoly looking for wins. Here they come. Ladies and gentlemen, our first feature event of the night is green. They scramble off into turn number 1. Who's going to get the jump? It's Taylor Watson. Trouble for the 00, Jack Hall, as he's slow on the front straightaway. 3 wide into turn number 3. They're still 3 wide back there. Taylor Watson with the lead. They are fighting for position behind her now. Watson in the 25. Richard Griffiths in the 5. Dalton Smith stack up in the middle of 1 and 2. Palmer Hag 55, now having to deal with Cody McDuffie in the 25, who's slipping back a little bit here. Palmer Hag gets the bump from back of Monopoly. The point leader kind of stuck back in the middle of the field right now. Whoa, Cody McDuffie out of shape in turn 1. And up high is the 55 of Palmer Hag. 55 truck, slow, tough break for Palmer. Jack Hall in the 00 is going to bring it pit side, it appears. Bruce Gayton in the 93 off the pace as well. He's going to have the leaders on him. Palmer Hag going to bring the 55 to the pits. Bruce Gayton at a snail's pace in 1 and 2 as the field charges by. It is Watson still with the lead. Oh, Dalton Smith into the wall. Catches Cody McDuffie. Big trouble back straightaway. Cody McDuffie saved it. How did he do that? Bruce Gayton at a snail's pace in 1 and 2 as the field charges by. It is Watson still with the lead. Oh, Dalton Smith into the wall. Catches Cody McDuffie. Big trouble back straightaway. Kaufman to pit road. Dalton Smith still back there. I think the 85, Mike Gamache's back there as well. He was the one that came in late. Went up into the air for a moment. Heartbreaker for Cody McDuffie, who was likely one of the pre-race favorites tonight.
Yeah, let's go ahead and bring him up there to stop.
And Cody's climbing out of the truck. Tough break there for Cody. Heck of a save, though. I mean, save of the year potential, as that truck was headed all kinds of crazy. Good news on the back straightaway coming over the radio. Drivers that are involved in the wreck back there are okay, but we're going to go red. A red flag is out after a major incident here. After the 24, Dalton Smith tagged the wall off turn 2. Cody McDuffie, who doesn't make every race out here, but when he's here, he's normally one of the guys to beat. And tonight, walking away dejected with a torn-up race truck. Watson going to go to the inside. Oh, we almost had them come together at the choose zone. That would have been a first. It's going to happen one of these nights. The field is just about set to go back to green. We'll get second microphone hooked up. Jack Hall, I saw him sitting in the grandstands. Might as well put him to work. 3 laps complete. Here comes the field. 22 laps to go. And a green flag back in the air for Taylor Watson, who switches lanes in front of Richard Griffiths. A wild restart there. Watson with the lead. Richard Griffiths in the 5. Beckham Monopoly 59. As the field gets a single file for the most part.
Test, hello.
Taylor Watson away with the lead. Richard Griffiths in the 5. Beckham Monopoly up to the 3rd position. Now showing 5 laps complete. Richard Griffiths now under attack from Beckham Monopoly in the 59. Brian Sukup having a good run in 4th, and Richard Levance has worked his way from 17th up to 5th, as Gayton's going to bring the 93 to pit road. Richard Levance looking for more in truck number 99. Beckham Monopoly 59 looking for second on Richard Griffiths. The orange number 5 under attack now from the blue 59. Monopoly moves up to second with 7 laps complete. Richard Levance in the 99 started at the back of the field, now challenging for the 4th position on the 52. Brian Sukup, Dylan LeBeau, a couple spots behind them. It is still Taylor Watson at the front of the field. Beckham Monopoly in second. Richard Griffiths in the 3rd position. Dylan LeBeau in the 16 under attack now from the 28 car of Mesa. Nolan Mesa to the inside of Dylan LeBeau as Richard Levance up to 4th, passing Brian Sukup. Side by side, LeBeau and Mesa. LeBeau on the outside, Mesa on the inside. Those 2 black trucks side by side. Best battle on the track right now. Richard Levance from dead last on the field, up to 4th in 10 laps. Still side by side with Nolan Mesa and Dylan LeBeau. 3 wide now as Chuck Ayers looks to the inside. They made it through. Chuck had a bad angle going into the corner, and now a 28 and 16 trading paint as Taylor Watson continues to lead that battle for the 6th spot, heating up behind Brian Sukup. 3 trucks under a blanket now from 6th on back. Taylor Watson still showing the way as we're coming to the halfway point. And unfortunately for Jack Hall, something went wrong. Jack, what is the issue tonight with that poor double O truck?
Well, we started to feel a vibration at the end of the heat race, and that a broken transmission. So we did everything we could to limp it around for 1 lap. And yeah, now I'm standing up here watching the race instead of in the truck. But
Not the view you wanted tonight, I'm sure.
It's not a bad view, but I like the view on the track just a little better.
Well, it's a shame 'cause it seems like it's one thing after another for you guys, but at least you're able to get your start money tonight.
That's right. That's just racing. It happens sometimes.
Well, and they're still trying to find a place to crash, and they might do it here off turn 2. Chuck Ayers sideways, battling with the Mesa 28. Up front, it's still Taylor Watson with the lead. Richard Levance, though, hounding the back of the 5 of Richard Griffiths for 3rd. Chuck Ayers, Nolan Mesa still side by side here down the front straightaway. 14 laps complete. Couple of the young ladies showing the way at the front of the field.
You know, we're at the point here where there's 10 laps to go. The patience is going to start to run out, and you're going to start doing whatever you have to do to try and get the spot you want.
And the 28 and 21 continue side by side. Chuck Ayers starting to get loose in that white truck on the high side, and Mesa's going to hold him off for now. 2-truck breakaway at the front. Richard Levance, though, is up to 3rd. He might need a yellow to get in this thing, and we have 10 laps to go. It'll be 9 laps to go this time by for Taylor Watson, your race leader. Chuck Ayers down on the inside. Nolan Mesa and Chuck Ayers, they can't get away from one another. Back behind them, Noah Blake and Randy Kuhn having a battle. Things calmed down after the big wreck. Richard Levance charging through the field. Again, probably going to need a yellow to get back into it. 17 laps complete. Chuck Ayers, Nolan Mesa continue to fight for the 7th position here. Ayers has it. Mesa back to 8th. Blake and Kuhn rounding out the top 10. 18 trucks started here today, and only 10 remain, with 17 making 18 laps complete this time by for Taylor Watson. Watson, last year's Rookie of the Year, looking for her 2nd career victory, trying to hold off former track champion Becca Monopoly in the blue 59. Laps winding down. It'll be 6 laps to go this time by for Watson. Monopoly hasn't really been able to close. Watson's got a pretty good lead right now in truck number 25. Probably the biggest field of trucks she's had a chance to race against, and started on the pole after a good run in the qualifying heat. But now that blue truck, Becca Monopoly, creeping into the picture. How are the lap times looking there, Jack?
They're looking pretty close. Becca might be gaining just a little bit. Her last couple lap times have been just about a 10th faster, so she is definitely pushing as hard as she can. She's making some progress here. We'll have to see if 5 laps is enough.
Monopoly charge in the corner there in 3, just a skosh faster than Taylor Watson right now. Lap trucks ahead, 4 laps to go. Can Monopoly get there? Can she make the pass? She's within 2 truck lengths now. It's heating up at the front. Monopoly not able to get off the corner. She charges hard, might be using it up a little bit at this point. Richard Levance stuck a distant 3rd, going to need a yellow to get back into it. Lap trucks in the way now, the 12 and the 2. Noah Blake in the 12, Randy Kuhn in the 2, getting warned by race control. The leaders are hot to trot on your tailgate. Watson sees the lap traffic ahead, going to have to pick her way to the outside and get by, and hopefully not open the door for Becca Monopoly. Oh, Monopoly missed the corner. Up the track goes Becca. Watson has caught lap traffic to the outside of Kuhn, who gets down out of the way. 2 to go. 2 to go for the 25 of Taylor Watson. Monopoly is there. Monopoly to the back bumper. It's going to get good here with a lap and a half to go. Blake up in the way. Oh, lap traffic going to cost Taylor Watson here, perhaps. Monopoly to the outside. Lap truck in the way. Up the track they go. White flag. Final time into turn 1. Watson on the bottom. Monopoly way up high. Oh, Monopoly on the loud pedal down the back straightaway. Monopoly looking to the inside. Backs out of it. Watson hangs on. Noah Blake getting in the way here. Coming off the corner. Who's it going to be? To the line. Taylor Watson wins a thriller. Monopoly 2nd. Levance is 3rd. 4th to Richard Griffiths in the 5, and a great run tonight for Brian Sukup in the 52. And it's Lamo, Ayers, and Mesa. All right, folks, Taylor Watson is out of... We'll get her over here to the front, grab a word with her here. Ground pounders, we need you guys staging. Taylor, come over here. A little less feedback from the speakers here. My goodness, what a race that was. Last time we had a race like that, you came up runner-up. Tonight you're able to hold off Becca Monopoly through the lap traffic. How hairy was that?
I mean, I definitely, I had some good people telling me what's happening in the back, so I really was just trying to stay on my marks and, just be as clean and as smooth as I really could. It definitely feels really good to get this win. We've had way too many seconds recently, so this is definitely great. I can't thank Right Foot Down Motorsports enough. My dad, my family, and all my friends for coming out and watching me. It was definitely a good night, but a really hot one.
Did we throw open the helmet tonight?
Actually, a little bit.
A little bit. All right. So you're the new Noah Gregson of New Smyrna. Man, what an awesome race that was. Your first win, you held off Jeffrey White, and now you hold off Beckham Monopoly, two of the best in the trucks, and that really shows your talent, I believe.
Thank you so much, Brian. Yeah, that was it was a great race, and great job to Becco. She was driving the wheels off that thing behind me. So.
Well, Taylor, we'll let you get some pictures here real quick, celebrate with the crew. But ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Taylor Watson, your race winner tonight. And go ahead and draw one of those tickets for our 50-50 here. You'll make, as if you don't have enough fans, you'll make another one. All right, Taylor has drawn the 50-50. Go celebrate, young lady.
Go to patreon.com/Speedway Video now.
All right, ground pounders getting ready to go. Feature event here. We'll see if Art Koonsman can lap the field. Unlapped himself after a late start in the heat. Green flag is out again. They'll take it easy, and they'll hit the hammer off at turn number 2. And again, final call, spectator racers. We need you guys at the ready right after this race is complete. We'll go spectator racing. And I'll do my best to not screw it up, and I'm probably going to screw it up again. Green now out. They're underway. Scott Cutter with the lead. Scott Cutter with the lead. Toby Smith in the 44 trying to close in. Art Koonsman in the 9 settles into 3rd. He's not giving that thing everything it has yet. Scott Cutter, the leader in the 0. Toby Smith, 44, in the 2nd spot. Scott Cutter, 0, still leading. Toby Smith in 2nd. Art Koonsman playing nice for now. I don't think he's going to lap the field, though, folks. His foot's not quite as heavy as it was earlier. Toby Smith to the outside. He wants the lead. Still side by side with Smith and Cutter. Art Koonsman, he's boxed in. He's got nowhere to go, ladies and gentlemen. Now these cars, they do not have the electronic transponders, so what you see on the scoreboard is from the last race. Oh, Scott Cutter a little bit loose there on the bottom, but he's going to try to charge back now to the inside. Side by side still for the lead. Scott Cutter 0, 44, Toby Smith. Art Koonsman still hanging around in 3rd. He's just biding his time, folks. He's looking for the right lane. The middle is open. Scott Cutter is loose. Boy, Scott Cutter almost wiped out the field there. That would have been good luck for Scott Foes in the 55. Toby Smith around the outside. Now Art Koonsman is looking to the outside as well. Scott Cutter coming back. See, they're working together to keep Art Koonsman back in 3rd because they know if they give him a lane, he's going to go, and he'll be long gone. He can take off, stop at Subway, grab a sandwich, and still win. So these guys know they got to box him in, keep him behind him. They're working together. It's like reverse tandem drafting. Instead of bumper to bumper, they're side by side. We call it tandem blocking, folks. Trying to keep Art Koonsman boxed in. Art's going to get frustrated. Art's going to say, to heck with this, I'm going right through the middle of both of you. He's practicing. Didn't like it that time. Settles back in. Cutter and Smith keeping their cars wide. Here we go. There he goes, right through the middle. Goodbye. Told you. He waited for the right opportunity, and he's got clean air. Art Koonsman to the lead, and he's probably gone. Next time by, it'll be halfway. They did a good job keeping him boxed in, and now let's just see how good he can do. Halfway home for Art Koonsman in car number 9. Koonsman with a big lead over Toby Smith in the 44. And you see them starting to make their way to pit road. The Spectator Racers coming on out. Art Koonsman catching the back of the field here. And it doesn't look like anybody's picked up the 50-50 yet either. $375 still available on the 50-50. Again, that 50-50 number, check your tickets one more time. Nobody's claimed it yet. 06181449 on the 50-50 as Art Koonsman going to lap by Scott Phobes. Laps winding down quickly here for the ground pounders with Art Koonsman in the lead. The Spectator Racers getting ready to go next. Next time by, 5 laps to go. Art Koonsman with a big lead on the 44. Toby Smith showing some sparks there. 5 to go for Art Koonsman. And you see our Spectator Racers making their way to the pits. All kinds of crazy looking things coming out. And a couple normal ones too. I mean, what even is that green thing? Other than awesome. Anyhow, back to the race. Art slowed down. He didn't want to break out. Didn't want to go faster than 24 seconds. Art's going to go by the 55 of Scott Phobes, who's come to a snail's pace on the backstretch. Laps winding down here for Art Koonsman. Koonsman in the 9 with a straightaway on Toby Smith in the 44. 2 to go this time for Art Koonsman. Art Koonsman in the black number 9 driving villain tonight, looking for the white. Last lap for Art Koonsman. Toby Smith needs a miracle here, but crazier things have happened. That's why we run the laps. Art in the 9. He's got the lead. He may catch Scott Phobes again. And no issues tonight for Art Koonsman. He's going to get it done. Driving villain. Art Koonsman wins it. Second will go to Toby Smith. And third will go to Scott Cutter in the 0. The strategy to block Art Koonsman in worked for half the race. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here comes your winner, Art Koonsman, out of car number 9. Dominant today.
Come on, man. Zip it up.
Be nice, Ralph.
If it had been 5 more laps, he would have made it.
All right, come on over here, buddy. All right, so they came up with a strategy. The 44 and the 0, they tried to run side by side and box you in. I was telling the fans, you watch, Art's going to go right through the middle. So that's exactly what you did. You're just biding your time, weren't you?
That was the strategy. They didn't tell me.
Well, they're not supposed to tell you their strategy, Art. You got to figure it out, and you did.
It took me a minute. I'm kind of slow on stuff like that. But,
well, not on the track, sir.
Well, thank you. These guys are fun to race with. Hopefully we'll get some more cars out here and it'll be a lot more fun. There's some real good fast cars coming up, so y'all get ready. Speedway videos. Got to thank my crew, 14 Motorsports, Brian Bilal, Rudy Rudnicki, my Osteen gang, my sister, my fiance, another sister, Steve Campbell, Dawn, and Joe, his wife.
Well, there you go. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Art Koonsman, your ground pounder winner tonight in dominant fashion. He's going to get his picture real quick, and we'll get ready for the spectator races that are coming up next.
Go to patreon.com/Speedway Video now.
How's that sound? 18 spectator racers. So I'm going to do my best. I always screw this up because I can't tell what the hell is what. So we'll do our best to tell you who's in what, and I'll screw it up a little bit, and we'll figure it out. We'll work through it. But here's how this is going to work. We're going to do 2-on-2 match races. We're going to thin out the field. We'll have a 1-on-1 winner. And then when we're done with that, that's the warm-up, okay? When we're done with that, we're going to put them all together and run 5 laps. Who wants to see that? Where's my 10 laps at? 10 laps, there it is. We're going to do 5 because we want everybody to get home and come back for the next one. I know, buzzkill.
All right, here we go.
So Tyler Vickery in the Dodge Dart, that is smoking. That's a good sign. And then Jay Bird. Who wants the Dodge to win? Who wants the Ford to win? All right, folks, so they're going to watch the starter up here. Ralph Miller's going to wave the green. Drivers at the ready. Green flag is out. First match race is underway. Oh, Tyler was napping and smoking. Go, Tyler, go. So here's the thing about Tyler. The match race, he doesn't give a heck about this. He's all about the feature. So Jay Bird in the Ford is likely, unless he, beats himself here in turn 3 and 4, which is probably going to happen at some point tonight, folks. Drivers can have a big lead, get ultra confident, and not make it back. Checkers in the air. Jay Bird going to win the first round, so he will move on. Tyler will park it. He'll get a good handicap for the main event.
I never smoked like that, though. I don't know what's going on. Sorry, guys. Got a engine issue.
Who wants the pickup to win? Who wants the Corvette? Oh, yeah, the Boo Bird's out tonight. All right. That's fair. You guys get into this. Make some noise for these guys. Get loud. Have a good time. That's what this is all about. Oh, they put... Oh, green's out, by the way. They're listening to me. Corvette with the lead for now. So, and that is Jared Smith in the Corvette. Come on, Justin. Go, Justin. He's got his Speedway Video shirt on today. Shout out to Speedway Video. All right, the Corvette. That thing's fast, folks. Now let's see what happens when he gets to 3. He hasn't gone this fast yet. Oh. Now he's good. Here he comes. Off turn number 4. Jared Smith will win it. So he will move on to face Jay Bird. And here comes Justin Otterholt. Come on, Justin. Go, buddy, go. You got 6 tires on that thing, and you're still slow. Love you, Justin. Who wants a Chevy to win? They won't make it, he says. All right, well, we'll find out. All right, so the field is set. They'll wait on the starter here. They'll wait for the green. Green flag is out. You guys can go now. Here comes Chris in the Colorado. Looks like he got the fenders buffed out from his bout with the wall last season. So that's good. Chris Bucala has the lead. Zach Benton going to try to chase him down. They're just getting wound up now. This is a pretty good little race we got. Just a couple of truck/car links. Oh, look at this. Zach's charging. Oh, he's coming. Oh, where can he go? Oh, drag race. Chris is going to get it. Oh, that was a good one. There you go. That's what we like to see. Good race there, gentlemen. Chris Bucala will move on in the Colorado. So Dale Jr. in the pickup. Tim Gertsch on the inside. They'll wait on the starter. Green flag is out, and we're underway. Come on, Dale Jr. Oh, he's got some get up tonight. Tim Gertsch, he took the fenders off, tried to make it run faster, and he's getting beat right now by Dale Jr., but the race is just beginning, folks. Dale Jr. with the lead. Tim Gertsch losing track now. All right, it's not over, though. Dale Jr. into 3. Tim Gertsch up on the wheel. Let's see what's going to happen here. Dale Jr. He's going to win one of these things. Jr. will move on. Tim Gertsch. I love it. I love the Saturn Ion. It's beautiful. We'll see in the feature. Dale Jr. will move on to the next round. All right, so Mark in the Jeep and Big Gravy in the Mustang. And we are set. Green flag is out. Big Gravy screaming down the front straightaway. Sorry, Mark, you got the short straw tonight, buddy. But hey, all you got to do is get some buddies down there and block Big Gravy tonight. And probably the Corvette, and of course Dale Jr. with the most badass helmet you'll ever see. How about that thing? Oh, Big Gravy's got the lead here, folks. Mark Metz, valiant effort, sir. So here comes Mark Metz. It just says Patriot here on the sheet, so we'll know it for the feature. Big Gravy wins it. He'll move on. All right, getting into place here. They will wait for the flagman. Pickup versus pickup. Who wants the pickup to win? Well, one of them's going to. Oh, look at this. Screen is out. And, you know, whatever that thing is on the back definitely helps stabilize Luis Santiago's truck. Now, Luis has the lead. Let's see if he can hang on. Again, sometimes having the lead is not a good thing because you get too much confidence and then you forget to make the corner. And he's going pretty good. Luis in control. He woes it up, so he's smart. Checking the mirrors, clear all around. Luis Santiago will come off the corner. He will move on. Luis will have to face Big Gravy in the next round. That's the luck of the draw sometimes. Matt Browning in the machine on the inside, the Camaro on the outside is racing Jason Watts. So they will watch the flagger here. Single elimination first round of the spectators still going through. Green is out. Oh, look at this. Off the line. The Evo guy, Matt Browning, has the lead. Let's see if he makes it around. We'll see if the Camaro has anything left. That's like the cousin to the Mustang that met its demise here a couple of years ago, right here on the front stretch. Coming off the corner, Matt Browning has this one in hand. And he will win it. The Camaro just didn't get off the line. But again, just because you lose the match races, it's not the end of the world.
These guys have learned to let it.
Thank you, sir. An Evo, thank you. Ralph, whenever you're ready. Well, whenever they're ready. Yeah, we gotta wait for EJ. Hi, EJ. EJ is gonna clear, and they'll wait for the flagman. Green is out. Go, Volvo, go! He got off the line. Man, what a start by the Volvo. Bill Graff in the Volvo holding his own right now against the Mustang. Man, it's dead even there. This looks like Art Koonsman in the ground pounder race. That Volvo could have been a ground pounder, folks. All right, oh, he found a gear on the backstretch. So our blue Mustang here, which is Tom Keachel. We're just gonna go with Tom. Oh, he stalls in turn 3. He's got a problem. Here comes the Volvo. Give him some encouragement. The Mustang's got a problem until he gets to the straightaway. All right, Tom's gonna move on. Hey, they made it fun. We appreciate it. Daniel Weinberg in the white Nissan. Whenever you're ready, Ralph. Green is out. So this is Daniel Weinberg on the outside. Appreciate the assistance there. And we have a GMC. If he wins, I'll figure him out for the next round. Weinberg's got the lead. We've got 2 similar pickups, and I appreciate the info. And Weinberg's smoking him right now down the backstretch. Daniel Weinberg in the pick-em-up truck is gonna win it. So Weinberg will move on. Good run by the GMC. Now, first round is complete. All the cars that did not win their match race, they will line up for the feature. They're gonna be the blocker cars. EJ will get out of the way, and Ralph will give him the green here in just a moment. Drivers at the ready. Green flag is out. Round number 2 underway. right, Jay's going to have to get up on the wheel here. And a little Corvette for Jared Smith. He's storming away with it. Jay's digging, but I think he's running out of steam. He's going to give him a speeding ticket, though. That's how he's going to move to the next round by default. Checkers are ready to fly, and Jared Smith in the Corvette will move to the next round. And Jay Bird will go to the losers bracket and get his handicap spot in the main event. And Ralph gives him the green. We are underway. Battle of the pickups. Chris Bucala off the line with the lead. Come on, Junior. Dale Jr. is getting up to speed. We'll see if he can track him down. His win streak might end at 1. Oh, maybe not. He's closing. Here comes Dale Jr. Chris getting ahead of steam here going into 3. Chris Bucala in the orange machine. Dale Jr.'s trying to close ground. He's not done yet. Here they come to the line. Not going to be close enough. Chris Bucala will move on. He's going to have to go face the Corvette. So Chevy will definitely win that one. They'll watch the flagger here, wait for Ralph's green. When it's safe to send him, green is out. Luis Santiago on the gas. He's got the early jump. He's working the wheel, trying to get that thing to hook up. Big Gravy's got to make up about 3, 4, 5 car lengths. Luis Santiago away with the lead and pulling away now. Big Gravy has his work cut out for him. Luis Santiago in the pickup truck. Big Gravy's trying to come back. He's not going to make it. Luis Santiago will move on. Big Gravy unseated here tonight. He'll get to safety, and they'll watch the starter here. Ralph gives him the green. We're underway. Evo with a big jump. Matt Browning away with the lead by a country mile into turn 1. It'll be real close at the line. Just wait. He'll get close to the line. The other car won't be with him, but he'll get close to the line. That's what I was saying, Ralph. Back talk to me, Mr. Flagman. Matt Browning in the Evo making round 2 look pretty easy. He will move on. I think he might have some of that Nau Sea energy drink in there. See, he's saving it for the feature. He's smart. Not burning up his tires. Gonna keep the Mustang cool. Who's rooting for the Chevy? We'll go with that. Oh, good Lord. Told you I was gonna screw up. Thank you, sir. I appreciate your support. You're my best friend. All right, getting ready to end round 2 and begin round 3. Green flag is out. Uh-oh, caught him napping. The Camaro Corvette with a lead. I mean, the Chevy. That's not a Mustang, right? No, he says. Oh, boy. So the 8, Jared Smith away with the lead. Oh, look out, there's a wall there. Yeah, I think he done broke. That is unfortunate. Who's going to give him a ride home? Checkers are out for Jared Smith. Uber will be on the way to pick up Daniel Weinberg. Sir, be quiet with that. Oh, man, tough break there for Daniel. Did not get off the line. Something might have broke there. See, Uber usually, when we have spectator races, Uber sits out in the parking lot just waiting to see who can't get home. All right, on to the next round here. Got a couple of Mustangs coming out for sure. Chris Bucala in the Chevy pick-em-up truck, the orange machine there. And then we have Luis Santiago in the Nissan pickup. 2 pick-em-up trucks ready to go. Who's rooting for the orange pick-em-up truck? Who's rooting for the black pick-em-up truck? Let's see what's going to happen here. Getting down to the end of the match races, folks. They'll wait for the starter. Green flag in the air. Luis Santiago trying to get that thing to hook up. He works the wheel. He's really having to drive that thing off the line as it's got a lot of horsepower, and he's got the lead over Chris going into 1. Luis Santiago running the middle of the track, building speed. And Chris, sorry, buddy. You're going to have to put the pressure on him. You have to get him loose. See what happens here in 3. Luis Santiago, so he's smart. He's like, I got this, pedal down, coast from here. Luis Santiago gonna move on. Valiant effort for Chris. Lewis will move on to our finals here. All right, so Matt Browning on the inside. We'll put Jared Smith on the outside. Field is set. EJ will get to safety. Ralph gives him the green. Semifinal, round 2 underway. And there goes the Evo. Matt Browning. That Evo is quick. Don't even know what the heck it is, but it's fast. Our Corvette, though, not going away. See if he can catch him. Corvette closing in. Oh, look at this, Can he get something on the outside? Here we go to the line. Browning will win. Good last-ditch effort there for Jared Smith. Our final matchup. Some new names in the finals. Matt Browning will face off here against Luis Santiago. Who's rooting for the Nissan? Who's rooting for the Evo? All right, Matt Browning is the favorite here. Lewis, you're the underdog. All right, folks, this is the final, so give them some encouragement here as they wait for the green flag. Green flag is out. One-on-one finals underway. Matt Browning scooting away in the Evo. Luis Santiago can get up on the wheel. He's got some ground to make up. Might be pushing it too hard. Matt Browning in the Evo has got a big lead. Here we go. One-on-one matchups. The winner will be Matt Browning in the Evo. And our little turbo there getting extra crispy coming across the line. Lewis will be the runner-up. Matt Browning is your one-on-one winner. Give it up for him. All right, we'll send them out here in just a moment. They're going to line them up handicap style. The cars who didn't have luck in the match race will be up towards the front, except for Dale Jr. He gets to start at the finish line because I said so. It's the only time I get any pull around here because, you know, we're just down the road from Daytona. We got to put the 88 on the pole. We got to rig it for Junior. Don't go in reverse. Or do. I mean, it'll be great for Speedway video. Not so good for everybody else. See, we need to get Tammy with Uber to get a sponsorship for these spectator races. The Uber spectator races. That has a good ring to it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, your field is set. Make some noise for the feature, for the spectator races. Ralph will drop the green flag. Green flag is out. 5-lap feature underway. 3 wide standing start. Look at Lewis. Whoa. Lewis and Big Gravy trying to work their way up. A lot of traffic in turn 1. Big Gravy has found his way through the traffic. Look at Big Gravy. Here comes the Evo. Browning's working his way. Look at this. Whoa, man. What a move. Come on, Dale Jr. Here comes the Evo. Browning in the Evo's got the lead on lap 1 from the back of the pack. No fluke in the match races, was it? Boy, oh boy, Matt Browning in the Evo from the back of the pack to the lead. Dale Jr., he's lost the draft. He's starting to fade. Oh, one car got crossed up there off 2. All right, Browning has the lead as things thin out a little bit here. Now we got cars all over the place, and trouble could be around any corner. Good job so far. Browning with the lead over Big Gravy. Browning's going to hit traffic, though. Lap cars dead ahead, a plethora of them off turn 4. Matt Browning in the Evo. Well, we got a battle here. Here comes the Corvette for second on Big Gravy. Big traffic for the leader. He's got to be careful. He finds a hole, just like Art Koonsman. He learned from the ground pounder race. All right, the Evo is screaming away. All clean so far. Man, it's getting dicey, though, in turns 3. A lot of fast cars working their way. White flag already? You got to be kidding me. Last lap here for Matt Browning. More traffic, couple of trucks ahead, and it's, oh, look at this. Look at this, we got a battle. Here comes the 8, Jared Smith. Jared Smith is coming. Smith and Browning for the win in turn 3. Browning has the lead, Smith is there. Here we go, $100 on the line. Who's it gonna be at the line? Browning wins it. And they're still 3 wide, fighting for position. It's just because the checker's out doesn't mean it's over yet, folks. They still gonna make it around. They're all gonna do it, I think. Well done. They're like professionals out here. What a race that turned out to be. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise. Matt Browning, your winner tonight in the Spectator Race. Held off a hard-charging Jared Smith there. All right, Matt Browning. Matt Browning. Come on, microphone. There it is. Matt, congratulations. Here is your trophy, sir, and $100 for your trouble, son. Was that fun or what?
Yeah, too much fun. Too much fun. A bit scary with all that, but a blast. Just a blast.
That traffic made you work for it there on the last lap.
I tell you what, the Corvette corner like a dream. I was watching him the whole time. I'm pacing, looking for him. As soon as he's on me, I'm like, it's time to work. So much competition. Blast. Absolute blast.
Well, it's good to see you come out here. Good to see some fresh names. Too bad Casey couldn't get here. I know everybody's been trying to beat him, but it doesn't matter tonight. You are a winner here at New Smyrna.
Now, Casey, I want you, bud, in all the friendly ways. But Spectator Drags, it's about spectators. Thank you so much for coming out. It makes us kids with cars live out a dream. So,
well, we appreciate you coming out, putting your car on the line for our entertainment tonight. It was a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Do me a favor. I got to pick up some of these tickets over here. Drop these for me. We're going to try to give away some money. Get your 50-50 tickets back out.
Go to patreon.com/Speedway Video now.
Lights are down on the Daytona Dodge American Auto Pace Car. We are set for green. 20 laps the distance. And hopefully they learned from the Spectator Racers. A lot of cars out in that one and nobody wrecked. Still can't believe it. Aaron Foy on the pole. That orange number 7 going to lead us to the green. Lucas Johnson, 26 on the outside. Here they come, picking up speed. Green flag is out. Look at Dustin Hayden going to jump to the outside. Then Zay gets shoved to the bottom of the racetrack. Frank the Tank tanking his way through the pack. 3 wide throughout the pack. Huggy Bear trying to come through. Aaron Foy has the lead in the Pontiac G6, but here comes Higdon's 15 machine. Here's Frank the Tank getting into the mix as well, the 23 down on the bottom. Frank Button, car number 23, inside of Lucas Johnson now. Taken away from Aaron Foy in car number 7. Foy led lap 1, Ben Say up the track in turn 1. Here comes the mallet. Chase Simons trying to chase down the leaders. Aaron Foy slipping backwards on the inside. A couple of those big muscle cars on the outside getting by that lonesome Pontiac. Dustin Higdon away with the lead. Oh, trouble contact in 1. They straightened it out. Ben Say up the racetrack into Lucas Johnson. Big moment there, but they are able to figure it out. Ben Say has got a problem. The white pony's got a problem. Might have a tire going soft. Car is off the pace, but he stays on the racetrack. Tires are up on the white pony, on the right side at least, but off the pace for sure. Tough week for them last week. Couldn't even make the call for the feature. Up front, it is the 15, Dustin Higdon, being hounded now by the mallet, Chase Simons. Dustin Higdon, 15. Chase Simons, 66 at the head of the field. They're putting some distance now between themselves and Frank the Tank running in 3rd. Aaron Foy back to 4th. Lucas Johnson hanging on the top 5, but here comes Huggy Bear. William Hyman, that's 69, getting into the picture now. The mallet, Chase Simons, all over the back of Dustin Higdon's number 15. Simons looking to the bottom. He wants to lead down the back straightaway. Side by side for 5th as the lead battle gets juicy. Higdon throws the 15 car a little sideways, has to gather it back up. continues to show the way. Simons in the 66, they've got that thing wound up, running real well tonight. Frank Button would like to see these guys get side by side. Maybe can close in and get into the battle here. Higdon still leads. Frank Button is closing in. 7 laps complete. So a long way to go in this one. Higdon, your leader. Ahead of that, 66. Frank Button in the 33. A distant third, way back now to Aaron Foy, who's going to have company from William Huggy Bear Hyman in the 69. For the lead in turn 3, once again, Chase Simons working the bottom of the racetrack, not able to get by Dustin Higdon. Higdon throws it sideways in one, back end, swapping around with him. Simons again gets really low, and it's killing his momentum off the corners. But hey, if you're gonna pass, you gotta go somewhere. And Frank the Tank is closing in. It's about to be a 3-way dance for the lead. Higdon still leads it halfway home. Chuck Brewer battling with Lucas Johnson off turn 4. Johnson starting to fade as he flirts with the wall off the corner. Battle for 4th, William Hyman in the 69 to the outside of Aaron Foy. Chase Simons still hounding Dustin Higdon. Frank Button continues to close in bit by bit. Hyman in that big body Monte Carlo up into the 4th spot. I don't know if he has enough time with 9 laps to go to catch the leader to get into it. Oh, a little contact for the lead. Higdon got a shot there from Simons. The mallet gives him the mallet, and 3, Higdon hangs on the lead. Chase Simons dancing up the racetrack, trying to find something here with this Higdon machine. Simons sends it again into 3. Closes within a couple of inches off the back bumper, but that's as close as he can get. Higdon a little bit loose. Simons trying to get a run. Dustin Higdon in the 15, still the leader. Lap traffic going to come into play now with 13 laps complete. Mike Dahm in the 56. Dead ahead now for the leaders. Higdon now with a 2-3 car length lead. It was a good lap for the 15 that time with 6 to go. Simons trying to get a run down the back straightaway. Got a good head of steam going into 3. What can he do with it? Higdon up a groove. Warren is sideways ahead of the leaders. He gets down on the inside, out of the way. Higdon sideways. Chase Simons all over the back of this 15 car. 5 laps to go for the Bombees. Oh, lap traffic right in front of the leaders. Simons has to get off the pedal and switch lanes. Oh, that got hairy for a moment, but the leader is able to sort it out. Now Simons starting to dance sideways in the 66. What a race for the win. 4 to go. 2 miles left. Chase Simons in the 66. He's got a notice on the inside. Little contact. Here comes the youngster. Chase Simons on the apron of the track, battling door to door with Higdon. Higdon muscles up and holds on to the lead. What a battle at the front. 3 laps to go. Did Simons show his hand? Does he have another run left? Looking to the outside. Higdon really driving the wheels off car number 15. This time by popsicle sticks. 2 to go. Final 2 laps for the 15 of Dustin Higdon. Oh, Simons lighting up the brakes. He's into the back of Higdon, shoving him through the corner. He's sideways. They'll drag race down the backstretch. Don't take your eyes off the leader. You're not missing anything in the back of the pack. Higdon showing the way. Simons using that chrome horn. White flag is out. Final lap. What's going to happen here? Into turn 1. Simons right to the bumper. Can't get him this time. Gasses up. Pounds into the back bumper of Higdon. Final time into turn 3. Higdon by 2 car lengths. Simons going to send it into 3. Does he have enough to get by? Here they come. Higdon able to hold on. He'll come off the corner. And Dustin Higdon will hold off Chase Simons for the win. Oh, to Frank Button. 4th to the 69, William Huggy Bear Heineman. And Eric Kotwitz, who bounced it off the wall, going to finish in the 5th position. What a wild race for the Bomber Bees, and they've done it green to checkers. Kenny Roth, old Skinny, going to come to the finish line here. Rounding out the top 10, I believe. What a race. Let's hear it for Dustin Higdon and Chase Simons. How about that race? Second win in a row for this car. Last week it was the guy checking the tire pressures. This week it's Dustin Higdon. He's getting ready to climb out. Here he comes. Let's hear it for your winner, Dustin Higdon in car 15. Over here, Dustin. Man, hell of a race that was. You in the 66 bumper to bumper for like the last 15 laps. How are you able to hold him off?
I mean, I had Chase in the mirror. My car was super loose, so I was just trying to hug the bottom. But he kept trying to beat the bumper off. I mean, he's got way more power. He could have went around, but if that's how we're going to drive, we'll return it.
Well, I mean, listen, you're the veteran. He's the rookie, so he's learning. And I mean, he gave you a run for the money, but if there's anybody that can hold on to a loose race car, it's you.
Yeah, I mean, he did give me a bump, but he didn't take me out. I mean, I was super loose. I was just trying to hold the bottom. I thought it was a good race, and hopefully we put on a good race for you fans.
Well, they seem to like it. They were pretty loud there coming to the checkers. So who do you like to thank for all the effort tonight?
Man, I got to thank Florida Tree Masters, Rick he helps me on everything on this car, Brandon Gaither, Brandon Monroe, my girlfriend, everybody that lets me do this. So I'm just happy to be here.
You're just having fun at this point, aren't you? You're letting everybody else drive the Bombers. You just hop into whatever you can get into.
Yeah, I let B drive last weekend, and I told him if he didn't win, I'm going to have to park it this week. So I guess I tied him.
So who gets to drive next week? You flip a coin?
Nah, we'll keep going back and forth. B will be back in it next race.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear it for Dustin Higdon, your race winner. We'll let him get his picture here. Got a lot of people that want to get in there. We'll get ready for the Superstock 25 lapper coming up next.
Go to patreon.com/Speedway Video now.
Lights are down on the pace car. Denise Racine from Port Orange did win our 50-50 raffle tonight. Superstock's ready to go, minus the Steven Metz 37. Brandon Johnson on the pole. What's left of that 48 car? Might as well get that thing ready for the mod race in a couple weeks. You got Bobby Holly, Blake Lauscher, the point leader after the invert. Here comes the field. Spears has started at the back, most recent winner. Green flag in the air. Justin Spears going to try to win. Oh, he's going to get taken out of the front. Parts and pieces go flying. And, wouldn't you know, Bobby Holly's right there behind him. Didn't hit him, though. Well. The Bomber Bees go 20 laps clean and green. The Superstocks, one corner. And Justin Spears, his nightmare of a season continues. The defending track champion has had nothing but problems. Oh, and that back bumper, a tail wagging on the 48. So rip it off, send it out. You're already missing half the car anyways. Like I said, complete restart. Minus cars that come to pit road. And Justin, he's going to go claim his spot up front. And I don't blame him one bit. And I'm not sure what race control is going to do about it. We'll find out. Bobby Holly getting a new right front sneaker. His up and down 2023 season continues. And now the 48, Justin Spears, is passing the pace car. Speeding up, he's going to have to come in and get that bumper taken off. I would have had my brother go run it over and see if it'll fall off, but here comes Spears to pit road. He'll give up the front row. Tough day for him. Car looks like it should be able to continue though, so watch this. They'll rip off those body panels, and yes, those are actual Dodge Challenger body panels. How many does it take to rip a bumper off? You're about to find out. Okay, maybe this piece will button. It's not a Lego, so it's not just going to button back in. All right, you're going to need the heavy artillery, it looks like. Now give them a lap or two to get him ready. One final race to go after this one. There you go. They've removed the body panels. Next, it'll be the right side, and then it'll be the left side, and hopefully never to the roof. 58 is Father George to his outside, and the 23 and 4th, Tyler Podesti, Justin Spears, and then Bobby Holly on the tail. This probably just going to continue to get more and more interesting. Green flag is set to fly to get this one back underway. Let's see if we can get a lap in this time. Green is out. Around the outside, your point leader, Blake Clouser. Oh, George Spears tiptoeing around the outside. Here comes brother Justin. His son Gage going to go by on the inside. Brandon Johnson took the field kind of up with him off the corner. And that is allowing Blake Clouser to get away. Justin Spears, no front end, no rear bumper cover. Got a shot there from his nephew. George Spears still can't get by the 26. All of this way in the rearview mirror of the 5 of Blake Clouser. Gage Spears makes contact with Justin Spears. Gage gets out of shape. We'll continue on. Battle for second. George going to look to the inside. This is probably the safer bet to get by Johnson's 26. Now gets single file. George Spears into some clean air as the 26 of Johnson struggling through the corners. And here comes Justin Spears, and what's left of that race car ravaged on the front and the rear end. Looks like it's been through a demolition derby, but he's coming through for third here to the inside of Johnson. Tyler Podesti in that 15 getting racy now. Big leads out the front for Clouser. The battle is for third. It is Justin Spears, 48 on the bottom, Brandon Johnson on the outside. Four cars under a blanket now for third. Justin Spears with a bumper bar out in front because the nose is gone. Johnson hanging tough on the outside groove. Tyler Podesti in the 15 out on the inside. He wants fourth and Johnson out. Johnson's got some good muscle down the straightaway, but car not handling well in the corners. He may give up fourth here to Tyler Podesti in the Camaro. Blake Clouser continues to lead with 7 laps complete. Bobby Holly in the 56 trying to make something out of nothing tonight. He's to the inside of Johnson for 5th. Johnson continuing. Got a straightaway lead right now for the youngster Blake Clouser. George Spears looking for his 4th win in a row. Holly digging to the inside out. Tyler Podesti for the 4th position. Gage Spears going to look to the inside of Brandon Johnson. The 26 car falling backwards now with 9 complete. Battle in this one's going to be for third. Justin Spears has it. Tyler Podesti and Bobby Holly trying to get in the mix now. Holly gets sideways in the corner. Big lead for that 5 car, Blake Clouser. 11 complete, closing in on the halfway point for the LKQ Superstocks. laps complete. Make it 12 and a half, so officially halfway. Here comes Tyler Prenesti now on that 15. He wants that third spot from that 48. That's got to be handling just fantastically right now with no body panels on it. Tyler Prenesti looking for one of his best runs of the season. Prenesti's got a run. Looking to the inside now of the Spears 48 car. Blake Klauser at the start-finish line now. Second is just now coming off turn 4. 14 laps complete. Justin Spears trying to hang on to third. Oh, one car with smoke coming out the back. That's the Gage Spears 58. Yellow flag. Yellow flag is out, and there goes that big lead for Blake Klauser. Gage Spears up in smoke in turn number 1. They're going to bring out the yellow. And he's going to make the hard left turn into the garage area. His night likely over. And track safety vehicle going to come out and check the racing surface. With Blake Klauser's lead going away, George Spears looking for his 4th win in a row in car number 23. Blake Klauser, the point leader, kind of questioning himself in victory lane last week, kind of getting down on himself. But here's the thing, George Spears has been racing here as long as Blake Klauser's been alive. This is Blake Klauser's first full season in a super stock, and he's leading the points. He's been to victory lane, definitely has the talent. Had the muscle so far in this one. He's going to have to hold off the veteran Spears on this restart. Johnson going to return in the 26. Klauser to the outside. That'll put Spears to his inside. Justin going to go to the outside. And Brandon Johnson says, well, I'll go to the outside and pick up a spot. George Spears in car number 23. Down on the inside of Blake Klauser. Klauser is the leader. He'll fire first. Field stacks up behind the Daytona Dodge American Auto pace car. A little bumper tag there. So they accordion together. Picking up the pace. Green is out. Who's it going to be with 11 to go? Good clean restart. How's that bottom groove of the speedy dry? Everybody's clear. Klauser away with the lead off 2. Blake Klauser stretching out. Here comes Justin Spears. What's left of that race car? Back up into 3rd. Blake Klauser will lead us to lap number 15. Little treacherous down there through the speedy dry in turn 1. A little loose there for George Spears. Here comes Prenesti out for 3rd. Tyler Prenesti gets a little bit loose going into the corner. Spears hangs onto the spot. Prenesti going to look down to the bottom once again. Here comes Bobby Holly. Bobby Holly trying to get into the fray now. He's to the outside of Prenesti for 4th. Klauser still leads. In 2nd is the 23 for George Spears. Bobby Holly sideways through 3 and 4. Hey, oh! Big save for Bobby Holly. Field starting to string out now with 17 laps complete. Blake Klauser with the lead over George Spears in the 23, trying to break that 3-race win streak for George. 18 laps complete on the scoreboard now. Six laps to go. 3 miles left for Klauser in car number 5. 48, Justin Spears sliding out sideways, coming off the corner of Prenesti on one of his best runs of the season. Real pressure on that the 48 car now. Prenesti is sideways. Body panels hanging off the 48, and he's hanging on to 3rd. Car pushing up the racetrack on him there. Here comes Prenesti once again. Tyler Prenesti still working the bottom groove on the defending track champion Justin Spears as Bobby Holly closes in once again. The crafty veteran Bobby Holly with a chance to maybe still 3rd away, making the same podium as a week ago. Tyler Prenesti. Justin Spears still side by side, a little tank slap action there. And here comes Holly. Holly thought about 3 wide and thought better of it in turn 3. 3 to go for the 5 o'clock. Oh, Spears and Holly side by side. Best buddies going into turn 1. And Bobby Holly's got the run. Prenesti is clear of these two for now. It'll be 2 to go this time by. What a race for Blake Klauser in the 5, pulling away from Spears. 2 to go. Oh, George gets into the back of him. George gets into Bobby going into 1. Bobby slides up the track. Is he going to hang on? Oh, look out, around goes Bobby Holly. Yellow flag is out. And you just had to know it was coming, folks. Oh, boy. I'll tell you what it looked like to me, but I don't want anybody to get mad at me. But Klauser again going to go to the high side. George Spears to the outside. Tyler Prenesti going to line up third in the outside groove. Prenesti looking for his first win. Brandon Johnson hanging around all night, trying to make something out of the day. What's going to happen here with 2 laps to go? Daytona Dodge American Auto pace car off the Speedway. Field coming up the full song. Green flag back in the air. Let's settle this one. Blake Klauser gets the jump and going to roll that top side, try to get the momentum. Spears a little bit sideways. Klauser away with the lead. Holly and Justin Spears side by side at the back. Everybody else single file. Bobby Holly on the inside, going to try to squeeze up in front of the 48. Final lap now for the LKQ Superstocks. Holly gets by Spears. Klauser with a couple of car lengths. Here comes Bobby digging. He wants by Brandon Johnson before we get to the checkers. Checkers are set to fly. Blake Klauser, a masterful job tonight. He will go back to victory lane ahead of George Spears and Tyler Prenesti. Brandon Johnson holds off Bobby Holly for the 4th position. We'll let Blake figure out where he wants to be here. Don't run over the announcer. All right, folks, here comes your winner. Blake Klauser gets it done here at New Smyrna. The point leader back in victory lane, snapping at the 3-race win streak of George Spears. We'll get Blake over here. Oh, he forgot something. Well, Blake, good to see you back here at the front of the field in the Superstock heck of a race. You had a commanding lead. You did not want to see that caution there with a couple to go, did you?
No, not at all. I don't know what it was for, but it is what it is. But after that caution, I went to do my security pump on the brakes down there, and the brake pedal fell off. It's in the floorboard right now. So that's why I couldn't stop down here.
That explains a lot. My goodness, man. And then you see George Spears. He's lined up beside you, and you're thinking, not this again.
Yeah, for real. He's been so good lately, but I can't thank him enough for racing me clean. Anytime we race together, we don't even touch. So, yeah, that's awesome. But, yeah, I was having a lift about right here just so I could make the corner down there, and I was worried about getting run over, and there was just so much going through my head. But that's such a helpless feeling, not having any brakes. You just can't slow down at all. I didn't even have anything to rest my left foot on, so that's the worst feeling. But it's awesome. I'm so happy to get back in victory lane.
Well, it's good to see you down here. I know you were hard on yourself the last couple of weeks, but this will change all of that. Anybody else you'd like to thank tonight?
Yeah, finally had my dad back, so I can't thank him enough. We got up early this morning. We had some other projects going on, so we had to put this to the side, but we got up early, got this thing ready. So it was bad fast. It was awesome. Best it's ever been. My mom, she's my biggest supporter. My sister, she's out of town this weekend, but can't thank her enough. And the Potter family came out to help me. Wendy and David Gould for letting me drive their car. Sean Ackley Trucking sponsors us all year, and yeah, it's just really cool to be back.
Well, congratulations. And Blake Klauser gets it done. Be careful going to tech, young man. Don't run through the tech shed. Blake Klauser gets it done tonight, and we'll head topside, get ready for our final event of the evening, 20 laps for the Bomber A's. They started the features tonight. They're going to close us out.
Go to patreon.com/Speedway video now.
You're a former Bomber driver yourself. What do you think of this breakout rule?
You know, some days I think it's okay, and some days I'm not the biggest fan. So you got to just, it is what it is. You got to do what you got to do, and it definitely makes things interesting. So we'll see how they handle it tonight.
I'm sure it makes some of these guys and gals want to pull their hair out, but yeah, it's new. We're still figuring it out. I think by next year it'll be all smooth. Pace car route to pull off. Final main event of the night. Set to go. The Bomber A's coming together and getting the green. We're underway with Charles Friddle jumping out in front in the 72. Whoa, look at this contact on the front straightaway. Brandon Gaither in the 14 bulldozing his way through. But again, got to take advantage, get all the positions you can. Oh, and Larry Masters trying to get him back. Wild start for the Bomber A's. Jack, I'd say you're probably glad you're not out there, but after the luck you've had with the truck, maybe you're thinking about getting one of these again.
You know, we sold the Bomber, but I always said I would love to get such fun cars to drive. I mean, you could go all the way up to the top level to be driving super late models, and you can still go out there and have fun in one of these cars.
That's what it's all about, having a good time, especially at the entry-level classes. Look at this for the lead. Joe Racine in the 13 machine. He wants the lead from Charles Friddle. Will he get the lead this lap? Too close to call at the line. Scoreboard says 72. Racine still working the top side in that cold trickle replica-looking machine. Side by side for the lead, Dustin Higdon up to third. Bruce Gayton is in fourth. Brandon Monroe rounding out the top five as the field kind of comes back together off of turn 4.
That's a great battle for the lead up there. You got to keep in mind, too, as these races go on, these are just street cars with street tires on them. They will wear, things will change, setups will change. A lot can happen in 20 laps.
Well, here's the surprise. Dustin Higdon has broken out in the 23 car. He'll have to make a stop and go as he works to the inside of Joe Racine, but no longer scored in that third spot. He'll make his trip down pit road. Watch out for the pace car. Wouldn't be the first car hit on pit road today. Charles Friddle still out in front. Head scorers watching the computer like a hawk for those times. Anything under 24, you got to make the pass through. Higdon's back in the race. Keep your eye on that white 23 and still make it interesting. Saw a ton of cars break out in that first race, couple in the heat, one so far as the field scrambles down the front stretch. Joe Racine looking at the bottom of the racetrack, going to use the apron. Some new players at the front of the field tonight.
Starting to see some cars from the back make their way up there. You can see CJ Creech making the pass there. It's like the 14's trying to get around the 3 as well.
The one thing about the breakout rule, Jack, when you can't go as fast as maybe you want to, it can be harder to work your way through traffic.
It definitely can. You got to make sure you don't go over that time limit there. You got to play it smart. You got to be patient.
You see all those cars in front of you, you just want to stomp on the gas pedal and get by them all, but then you end up breaking out and it does you more harm than good. But the field's staying together. Charles Friddle the leader. Joe Racine in second. Bruce Gayton in that 71. He's hung around all year long. And now he's trying to hold off a hard-charging Aaron Foy. Foy in the Ford looking to the outside. And Larry Masters getting in the mix. The 88 car slowly making his way up there. 8 laps complete this time for Charles Friddle in the 72.
It's like the 7th of Aaron Foy's trying to take over the 3rd spot here. We'll see if he can do anything on the outside line.
Foy in that bright yellow number 7 around the outside. And Larry Masters is charging. Larry's had some good runs this year, and he's been caught with the breakout rule a couple of times. Racine looking for the lead on the outside of Charles Friddle now. The pack side by side coming down the front straightaway. Friddle still leads with 9 complete. Brandon Gaither. Brandon Gaither just broke out in the middle of the pack there. Brandon Gaither, our winner from earlier, is going to have to serve a pass-through penalty. It might not be 4 in a row for Brandon tonight. But we're only halfway done. The caution could change everything. Brandon stays on the racetrack, but he's going to have to come in or it won't be scored. Well, they are stacked together behind Charles Friddle in the 72. Joe Racine's made a couple of runs at him, but hasn't been able to get him. 14 of Brandon Gaither. That red 14, he's broken out. Larry Masters making his way up to 3rd, Jack. I think that 88 is a car we're going to have to watch over the second half of this race.
Yeah, he's got to play it smart. He can't break out, but it looks like he may have something for them up there.
Red 14, bring it in.
72, Charles Friddle still hanging on to the lead. Bad luck, Chuck. He's had a lot of things happen to him this year. Right now pacing the field. He's got some hungry drivers behind him as the black flag is coming out for Brandon Gaither in the 14. 3 wide in turn 1 as they funnel down back into 2 wide behind Larry Masters' silver 88 car. It's funny, Jack, they kind of accordion together on the front straightaway, break apart on the back straightaway because they're going faster back there. Then they kind of back it up here on the front straightaway, trying not to break out. Back and forth we go. And some new players. Oh, Larry Masters. Not sure if it broke or if he was just trying not to break out, but he got swallowed up going into 1. And now Brandon Gaither says, to heck with it. I'm just going to come through the field as he gets into Racine. Here comes CJ Creech into the mix now in the 27.
CJ's been smart. He's been slowly working his way up this whole race, and now he's found himself right where he wants to be in the later half of this race.
Problems for Joe Racine in the 13, had his best run going, and something's amiss on the 13 car. Heartbreaker for Joe Racine.
CJ is working his way into second place here. He may have something to try and take the lead here in the last couple laps.
The 13 just drove through pit road. I'm not sure why. 71 car now coming down pit road. Car starting to drop out here with 5 to go, and the lead is heating up. The 14, Brandon Gaither, he is not in the mix. He's not being scored at this point. Charles Friddle, 72, still leading CJ Creech, Courtney Breeden. Oh, the leader just broke out. Oh, in contact with Gaither and Breeden. The 88 is broken out. The 14, I think he's just broken on the backstretch. New leader is CJ Creech in the 27. Charles, spin, trouble. Aaron Foy, yellow is out. Oh, boy. Jack, it's falling apart, buddy.
There was a lot going on there, that's for
You
sure.
think?
We got cars breaking out, we got cars breaking, we got cars wrecking. Oh, man, this is going to be a very interesting last couple laps here.
The front bumper is off the 14. Oh, look at the 7. He's sideways here on pit road.
It's like he's
Yikes.
breakdancing here. I don't think it's supposed to do that.
That's not how you break out. My goodness, what a wild one this is turning into. Looks like Aaron is going to go straight to the garage area. We'll have to sort this all out. The 27, CJ Creech from the back of the field tonight. He broke out in the heat race, started 11th on the grid. He's up to the lead now. I believe that puts Eddie Evans second. I think the 88 broke out, so Monroe's back up to third. Man, oh man.
You know, not to toot my own horn here, but I think I've deserved and I told you so, because this has been quite an exciting race. Never count these guys out. They never fail to put on a show.
Well, now you're getting to experience it up here where all the chaos really is. The scorer is hard at work watching times, trying to police these guys, and I think poor Joe Racine thought that maybe he broke out because there was a lot of communication on the radio for the 14, but, 13, 14, when you're racing, it's hard to hear sometimes, as I'm sure you know.
It's hard to hear, and it's also kind of hard to see the flag, man.
All right, guys, come to 1 to go and choose. Choosing this time by.
Courtney Breeden does go to pit road, so we'll reset things here and see who we have left.
You know, we talked about how the breakout rule has changed things up. This choose rule has also been a big change, which can you can make up a lot of ground if you play the choose tone right.
So here we go. 4 laps to go. CJ Creech came into the night the point leader. He's at the front of the field. Eddie Evans looking for his first win of the year. Todd Latour, former champion, up there on the inside of row 2. Brandon Monroe outside of him in that 14. 10 cars left. Looks like the start of the race earlier. 4 to go. Anything can happen. Oh, the outside. Look at the 72. Holy cow, Charles Friddle.
That was quite the move he made there. He passed a lot of cars. We'll see if it's going to stick, though.
That looked like a classic Ralph Miller lazy green, and there it is. We are back to yellow. We're not going to keep that one. Looked like Eddie Evans got the early jump, and he was not the race leader, so Charles Friddle, a great move, all for nothing there. So we'll go back to the last restart order with 4 to go.
Really could go either way.
You never know these days. So again, CJ Creech, the leader, and look, he's using all the racetrack. He's pushing Eddie up into the second, third, almost fourth groove there as we come to the restart. And good restart that time. Eddie Evans still getting the jump. Look at Dustin Hayden into the 23. He's back in the mix here, boys. CJ Creech able to power around the bottom. He's got the lead back in car 27. Here comes Higdon in that white machine. Like a great white shark cutting through the field. He's up to third and sideways in the corner, but that's normal. That's fine. No problems. Well, still kind of sideways, but that's just Dustin Higdon for you. CJ Creech just broke out. The leader breaks out with 3 to go. The 3 is now the leader, but here comes the 23. Oh my goodness.
Man, that's heartbreaking. I know he's going for it, trying to hold the lead, but that's what happens with this new rule.
Man, that's just killer for CJ Creech. 23 just broke out. Higdon broke out. 23, 13.72 just broke out. There's not going to be anybody left, Jack. We could go win this thing.
We could.
Go get the Durango. White flag set to fly for the leader, Eddie Evans, in car number 3. And here comes Brandon Monroe.
3 wide for the lead. Oh, man.
Oh, Eddie's got the lead. The leader is the 3. The 23 broke out. 88 car just broke out. Who's going to be left in this thing?
I can't really tell who's still in it, but...
Well, Evans is the leader. The black 3 is the leader. Monroe is in second.
14.
Coming to the checkers. Pay no attention to the 23. It's behind him. Eddie Evans, I think, wins. As long as Eddie didn't break out, I think Eddie Evans just got his first win of the season in a chaotic, wild scramble of a race. Eddie Evans in car number 3. He was good on that final lap, and he's climbing out. Here's your winner, Eddie Evans in car number 3. All right, so Eddie Evans survives a wild race here tonight. Eddie, come on over. In a spot where this microphone will work pretty well. First win of the season. It's been a wild one with these new rules and all the chaos out there. It's got to feel good to get one.
Oh, man, it feels real good. You know, we've been fighting with the car all season long. We come out here, and I told him before we left the house I had a good feeling about tonight, and we broke out in the first race, and we come out here, and I won the heat, and started 4th. I was like, I ain't got this, and I don't know what happened, but Courtney spun, and that was all she took.
How hard is it when you're in the heat of competition? You got drivers all over the place. How hard is it to not step over that 24-second breakout deal?
Well, you know, I've been watching a lot of guys run, and I got to racing with Gaither earlier, and I was watching him, and I seen where he was letting off at, and I was like, yeah, I got this. And I was doing the same thing he was doing, and, I mean, you seen the first race, we were neck and neck, so.
Well, sometimes it's like if you get a good runoff, too, and you don't compensate for that, it all comes back around. But it's fun for us to watch. I hope it's still fun for you guys, but, hey, it's got to feel good to be here in Victory Lane.
Oh, yeah, it feels real good, man.
Anybody you'd like to thank tonight?
I'd like to thank my family, my kids. I'd like to thank Spouses at Back to Blue, a free organization that donates to kids for Christmas to the police department. Let's see, Blue Line Automotive for helping me get the setup on this weekend. Mike's Tire, just everybody out there, man. Thank the Hart family and all the fans for coming out.
Eddie, go celebrate. Eddie Evans gets it done tonight. And ladies and gentlemen, that will wrap up a wild night at the races. Thank you for sticking around to the end of this thing. Thanks for coming out to Family Fun Night. My name's Ryan Stevens on behalf of myself and the Hart family. Appreciate you being here. Come back and see us next week for the Mod Mini 50. Next week at 6 o'clock. We'll see you then. Take care and get home safe.
You know, our goal is to give the customer what they want, when they want it, at the price they want to pay, and then follow it up with just the absolute best customer service. You can find the same part at 100 different places, but if you find it for less, we're going to match it, and we're going to guarantee it. We're going to ship the product same day. We are all about the customer, period. And when you have a question, the associate you're talking to, he's got a car in his garage that he's working on. So when you're talking to Jags, you're talking right to the shop.